Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope you all are fine. Welcome once again in your Zoom online revision class of science. Today, students, we will discuss about the long questions of unit number 8 plus book page 78-79. Clear? I have explained the topics there in these questions in your previous online classes or in the school as well, and I'm going to re-explain these questions or these topics. So the first question of this unit is write a brief note on gravity. Students, I have told you about the gravity, that it is a type of force. And what kind of force it is? It is the force which pulls things towards the center of earth. Clear? So gravity is the force which pulls things towards the center of earth. And you know that it was discovered by Sir Isaac Newton in 1665 when he was sitting under an apple tree. So when the apple fell down, so he observed why did it fall, he thought, and then he discovered about gravity. So gravity is a force that pulls things towards everything down towards the center of earth. And you know, students, that gravity cannot be seen but it can be felt. Gravity cannot be seen but it can be felt, and it also gives the planets orbiting around the sun. Clear? All the planets that are orbiting around the sun, or the moon that is revolving around the earth, so all these planets and all or these objects are revolving in their own fixed orbits because of this gravitational force. Clear? So gravity, it is a type of force which pulls things towards the center of earth, and it was discovered by Sir Isaac Newton. It cannot be seen but it can be felt. Clear? Like magnetism. And it is the force that keeps the planets orbiting around the sun. Then students, the next question that you have in your notebooks and you have to revise today, that is about liver. Clear? That what is liver and what is the mechanism of liver. Students, you have read about the simple machines in your book, that a device which makes our work easier is called machine, and there are various types of simple machines. Liver is also a kind of simple machine. Clear? What is liver? Liver is a rigid bar, a rigid rod or a rigid bar that rests or that turns around a fixed point, and that fixed point is called pivot or fulcrum. Clear? As you can see in the diagram, that lever helps to move the load, and the object that we wants to move, that is called load, and the force that we apply on the lever is called effort. Clear? So lever is a rigid rod that rests on a fixed point, and that fixed point is called fulcrum or pivot, and lever helps to move the load. And the object that we want to move, that object is called load, and the force that we apply on the lever, that is called effort. And students, you have read that there are 3 classes of lever, and you have also drawn the diagram in your notebooks, that first class lever, in first class lever, fulcrum is in center of effort and load. In second class lever, the load is in center of effort and fulcrum, and in third class lever, the effort is in center of load and fulcrum. Okay, the next topic is about for friction. That what is friction and advantages and disadvantages of friction. Students, like different forces, friction is also a force that stops or slows down the moving objects, and frictional force is produced when two surfaces rub against each other, and this force is always oppose motion. Clear? That force always oppose motion. It is produced in the opposite direction of motion, and it slows down or stops moving objects. Clear? Now we have to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of friction. There are so many advantages and disadvantages of friction. Like, first of all, we will discuss the advantages of friction. Students, I have told you that we can walk easily because of friction. Clear? Friction helps us to walk easily. clear, and it also helps cars to move, clear. We can drive easily the cars because of friction. And the third advantage is that we can write easily with the help because of friction. And there are so many other advantages, like you can open the doors, turn off the taps, screws and nails don't slip on because of friction, clear. The disadvantages of friction are also, there are also some disadvantages of friction. The first disadvantage of friction is that it creates heat, which becomes problem, clear. And because of heat, the parts of machines wear away, the soles of your shoes wear away, clear. So heat is produced because of friction, which causes the parts of machines wearing away, and the soles of your shoes also wear out because of friction. And noise is produced due to friction. So these are the disadvantages of friction. The next is last topic, that is compare mass with weight. Students, you have also learned about mass and weight in your class, and I have told you that there are the first is the difference between mass and weight, that is the difference of definition. Mass is the amount of matter in an object. The amount of matter or the measure of quantity of matter in an object is called mass, clear. I am going to repeat, the amount of matter in an object is called mass, while weight is a force acting on an object due to gravity. The force acting on an object due to gravity is called weight. The second difference between mass and weight is that mass does not change, mass remains constant, while weight does not remain constant. Weight changes, and this change depends on gravity, clear. So the second difference between mass and weight is that mass remains constant, while weight does not remain constant. And the third difference is of unit. You can measure the mass by using the unit kilograms, and you can measure the weight by using the unit Newton. The symbol of kilogram is kg, and the symbol of Newton is N. Hope you have understood about these topics, about these questions. Now I'm going to uh, share these work pages, page number 78 and 79. And the first question is choose the correct answer. You can read the statement, and the correct option is given in this page. This is the opportunity for you to retally your books with these work pages, clear, to avoid any problem. And these are the correct answers. You can read the statements. First is the question number 1 is choose the correct answer. With each statement 4 options are given, and you can see I have encircled the correct option. And the second question is match the definition in column A with correct term in column B, clear. So next is fill in the blanks. Students, you can also tally these fill in the blanks with your books. And question number 4 is mark these sentences with tick and cross. Okay students, hope you have understood about today's topic, and till next class, take care of yourself, and Allah Hafiz.